Ladies and gentlemen, right now, Mike Doolen's coming into the cage, MV MMA. Like we were talking about with Will earlier, MV MMA is one of those teams upstate New York, puts it all together. Team Doolen is in full stride as Doolen's older brother is fighting in the main event, Davey Doolen. Mikey Doolen is fighting Chad. As my commentary partner Will Barry returns with some drinks to quench my thirst. Mike Doolen's coming in, MV MMA. His older brother's fighting in the main event, Davey Doolen, like I mentioned, against Adam Barrett. But tell me a little bit about Mike Doolen. He's making his amateur debut, 27 years old, out of MV MMA. I know he's been in the gym for a while. What does he bring to the table?
You know, I've only really seen his brother Dave fight, but they're both really, really game guys. And again, the guys at MV MMA, even if they're 0-0, when they get punched in the face, you can tell they've been punched in the face before. So these guys are equal to guys, some of the other guys that had 2-3 fights. So I expect a really, really game Doolen tonight.
Now, I hate to compare brothers. I'm one of 5, so I understand where Mike Doolen's coming from. But if he's anything like his brother, he's a little bit of a maniac.
Yes, I expect a very, very high intensity, high output fight tonight.
So now we have Chad Curcio coming in. Chad coming down, making his debut as well. Very patient. Team Bahala.
So as we notice here, this is another novice bout. They've got those shin guards on. Again, that doesn't take anything away from these guys. This is to keep them safe, but I still expect a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I'm not expecting anything less from these two fighters. I expect a great volume of output, just like our last fight between our two fighters. But this should be a great one between these two fighters.
Yes, sir.
Shin guards or no shin guards, I'm expecting a war.
Yep. Like I said, no matter who Duff brings to the cage, they're ready to fight.
And I'm seeing a whole section over there, right where everyone walks in, is Team Doolen.
Oh, yeah, they bring the house, especially when two brothers come on the same card. Nels Larson, the referee right now. Big Nels. Doolen has not taken his eyes off of Curcio since he came out of the back. He's focused. MV MMA bringing the crowd again. You hear them. They all travel a long distance for these guys. They got a great following.
Yeah, you could hear the the volume from that section. Like you said, these two guys are eyeing each other down. Mike Doolen has, like you mentioned, has not left his eyes from his opponent.
He's focused. He's ready. Nels getting ready to call the action.
So bantamweight 135-pound matchup.
Doolen red corner, Curcio blue corner. Touch gloves in the middle. Here we go. Kind of an awkward stance there by Doolen, almost like a traditional karate stance.
That almost looked like a mimic of Conor McGregor for a moment,
yeah.
The way he stood like that.
His hands are down, though. His head's there. I wouldn't keep it there.
These two
that's a very
each other
awkward
out.
kind of style, but hey, let's see if it works.
Big shot by Doolen right away.
I'll tell you what, Curcio doesn't really know what to make of it. You can tell. Oh, nice right hand.
Shot by Doolen. Yeah,
he doesn't know what to do, see?
He's pushing, shrugging it off, but big shot
and the strikes.
By
Here we go. Doolen is in for it. He's swinging for the fences right now. He says right in the center. Meet me in the center.
These Doolen brothers are a bunch of maniacs.
Curcio's ready to meet him, though. Doolen's ready to strike, not just to go to the ground. I love it.
But he's setting it up. It looks like he's patient. Both patient fighters as of right now. But he's setting up his shots.
Yeah, but you know what? Neither of them are working off a jab, and that's what I would work off of right now. With all that unorthodox movement, work off that jab, cut some angles. Neither one of them are throwing a jab.
Doolen has used a fake here and there. How much will that help him with his shots?
It should help him quite a bit, especially because he keeps switching between orthodox and southpaw, which is, again, throwing off Curcio. How many guys does Curcio see in training that do that? Curcio's left hand is way down by his waist. Doolen's trying to take advantage of that with that right hand.
One thing I'm watching is Curcio takes a step back and leans back and avoids the shot. He's not moving his feet enough.
Oh, they're swinging for the fences right here in front of us, folks. Doolen wants to end this.
And Doolen's not leaving anything in the cage.
No.
He's leaving outside the cage. He's bringing it all.
When Curcio backs up, his chin's in the air. If Doolen can connect, it's not going to be pretty.
I like how Doolen's following up with a big leg kick after his combination.
But again, he should be working off that jab right now. They're missing a whole part of that.
And neither fighter, like you mentioned, Will, is using a jab in here inside the cage.
Work their way in. That's one of the most effective ways to shut footwork and head movement down. Put that jab in their face. See, he's going right for that right hand. Set it up. 1-1-2.
Another shot by Doolen on the left cheek of Curcio. Curcio's starting to have a little swelling around his left eye. Very faint, but you can barely see it, or you can see it in the light.
Doolen's definitely come with some unorthodox angles with these strikes, like that lead uppercut there. Lead hook. Don't turn your back, Curcio.
Doolen's just pressing forward. He's had control this whole round. Curcio.
And he's definitely kept control in the center of the cage. So I give that first round to
Doolen. I would
Doolen.
have to agree. He's going to 10-9 to Doolen. What is Curcio going to have to do to change from what he was doing in the first to snag back around?
He has to commit to something. You can tell that he is put off by the constant change of footwork by Doolen, the unorthodox long stance, the different angles of the strikes. So you can tell he's not experienced that in sparring. So what he has to do is commit to something. Commit to those strikes or commit to trying to go to the ground. Duff is always given that animated coaching in the corner, really preparing his fighter for the second round. Same thing with Curcio's coach. Both doing a great job.
Curcio looks a little more like jitters. His feet was moving just a second ago, bouncing up and down. Can't really sit still in his stool. Looks a little agitated.
Styles make fights, though. If you're not anticipating something like that, that throws you right off.
Definitely. I agree 100%. Matchups are a huge part of any sport. We're about to start round 2.
They're both ready to go. Doolen especially, you can see him.
And Doolen's pumped, yelling as before he starts going.
So excited, Nell's headed back him up to the cage. They touch gloves in the center, here we go. We hear the chants of Doolen from the MMA crew. See, he's not committing again. Curcio's not committing.
Trying to do the fake, you think you should just hit him in the low kick.
Commit to something.
Give him something.
Because otherwise, Doolen doesn't have to respect him.
And Doolen land a couple of shots.
He gives him that
there.
neck. Let's see if he can do something.
Now we're first time in the ground for this fight.
His chin is up. That's not a good spot for Curcio. His chin is right up in the air. This might be it right here.
This
might be it right here. Not the best angle, but let's see if he can finish it. Curcio's thinking about it.
What does Doolen have to do to finish this? Get those hips tight, right?
Get the hips tight, pull him into either full guard or get on top. That position's tough to finish this in.
Especially against the cage.
Yes, it's tough to get that the right angle on the neck. If Curcio is smart, he put him flat on his back and push that arm off his head, 2-on-1.
And he's got his, Doolen's got his arm trap, his right arm trap. And there's blood. We got some blood right now. And Curcio's left eye.
Used it to get on top.
Right eye.
Good job by Doolen. He let go of that choke, and now he's going to take advantage of full mount.
Big shots by Doolen from the top. Novice MMA.
And now he's almost taunting him like do something.
He's throwing some shots. These Doolen brothers are maniacs.
Man, they really are, and MVMMA knows how to control once they're on top. He's looking for that head and arm. If he can get over that other side, tap. Head and arm tap.
Big win, big
Doolen,
win.
MVMMA, here we go. You hear the crowd go wild.
To me, that appeared like a quick tap from the Curcio, but
that was a very quick tap. But again, that goes to the inexperiencedness. You know, being inexperienced and not really knowing what to do in that environment.
Doolen wasn't even out to the side yet. He was still parallel. I was waiting for him to get perpendicular and really tighten that choke up.
But at the same time, Curcio stayed flat on his back, which increased the pressure on the choke. Most guys are going to try to get to a hip and take that pressure off their neck.
So a monster win for Doolen in his MMA debut. Improves to 1-0.
I have a feeling we're going to see more of this kid.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I'm sure we're going to see Doolen a lot more.
Great sportsmanship on both parts.
Curcio looks a little upset with himself. You know, it's a learning experience. A lot of guys suffer early in their careers in amateur. The good thing about amateur means nothing when you turn pro.
No, and you know what? No matter what, these guys and girls invest 6, 8, 10 weeks into a camp, so you know what? They give it their all, and you can't help but feel let down in that moment.
We're going to throw this up to the ring announcer.